going on, movie fans? Coming at you for another movie review today. We're going to be talking about War of the Planet of the Apes. Apes together, strong! That probably sucked, but let's go ahead and talk about it. What's going on, guys? I hope you guys did not go see Planet of the Apes. If you have, let me know in the comments down below if you guys saw about it. I'd love to know. I love this movie. I love Planet of the Apes franchise. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of adventure. Plus, it's just a great movie to see. But I'm going to go ahead and get into my review with you guys. First off, I got to give this movie possibly an 8.5 out of 10. It was amazing. A lot of action, a lot of drama, a lot of hardship, a lot of just a lot of things in this movie. We go on some years after the second movie where the humans, led by the Colonel, aka Woody Harrelson, he is wanting humans to be the dominant species. He's looking for Caesar, and in a conquest to take over a stronghold, they have used other apes that were loyal to Koba, and the apes that were loyal to Koba, they're wanting to be with the Colonel because they think that they'll be spared, so they go with them to go up against Caesar and his apes. They attack a stronghold. Most of the stronghold is like 68 apes die. Caesar comes to see the carnage, and he sees the humans that are left. He says that the ape that started this war is dead, and he also states that he's giving them a chance to live. They're going back to the Colonel, telling them that they are not the enemy, that to let them live in peace, and that they do not want a war. That is what Caesar wants, and he lets them go. He also lets the other one that's a traitor to the apes have the one Winter handle him, as well as others. Then later on you find out that the one Winter, he did betray Caesar, telling the other ape where they were hiding at, because Caesar's son, as well as another one, they came back to let him know that they found another place way out from the desert, and that there's a better place for them than where they're at. But they're saying they don't know how they're going to do that because there's so many of them. There's very few of them, and the more that they go on, there's more of a risk they're going to be spotted. And Caesar does not want to risk himself, his family, or all the rest of the apes. So Rocket really wants to try to figure out a better way, as well as everyone else. The one Winter, he's scared. Later on that night, Caesar hears something and comes out. There are soldiers in their inner den, and come to find out it's led by the Colonel. He tries to get his apes to go after everyone. As soon as he goes back for his family, after he told his son to protect his mother and his brother, he comes back finding that his wife, as well as his son, his oldest son, is dead. Caesar only has one remaining son left. He sees the Colonel. He gets pissed off. He tries to go after the Colonel after the Colonel shoots at him, and then he tries to go after him again. So now he has to lead the apes out from where they are. And then he wants to go after the Colonel by himself. He is led also with Maurice, as well as a few other of his ape comrades, to go after the Colonel. And he tells the one Lake, as well as the rest, to go to where his son told them to go, and he takes his youngest son with him. He tells them to go, that he may come back. He don't know if he will, because he is enraged by vengeance and anger. And as soon as that happens, Maurice and a few others go after him. Debate said that the only reason they're going with him is to make sure that he survives. So he says that he doesn't know if he's coming back, and Maurice says that he knows, but that's the reason why he's going, to make sure he does. And the other one, I cannot remember all the names right now, guys, so I do apologize for that. He's the other ones, he says, I'm going with you because I know how it is to lose a son as well. So they go. They come across an abandoned military camp. They also find one survivor. They do kill him. Caesar uses a shotgun to kill him. They later find out they find a girl there. She's unable to speak, and he tells Maurice that they cannot come. She cannot come, but Maurice says that's the reason why we cannot leave her. And this is really good because it does show that the virus is still there. Later on, you find out that this is part of the virus that was trying to wipe out humanity back then. That's what wiped out most of humanity. If it gets in you, then you are unable to speak. And later you find out with Woody Harrelson's character that he killed his own son because he had this disease, and he had anyone else kill this disease because he was killing his own men that had this and people that would not do it, because he's wanting to stop the disease. He wants to be the dominant species, because he keeps saying that he wants them to be the dominant species, and ones that are above him do not agree with what he's doing. So they try to have him go up against, what you later find out in the story. And also you find out that Caesar and the rest of them, they meet another ape that is very smart, but also really crazy and really outgoing. And they take them to another base where humans are basically using apes as prisoners, as workers. And then they come to later find out where Caesar does find out that all the apes that was under his command are now prisoned by the colonel, and the colonel is basically having them build a wall for him, not being fed, not having no water. Caesar is captured and he is put into slavery pretty much, as well as all the other apes. He puts a stand up against the colonel, but the colonel makes an example out of him. If he does not do what he says, then he's going to kill Caesar and the rest of the apes without even thinking. And so the apes have to do nothing but to do what they say. So later on through the film, they have to figure out a plan to escape, which they do. And they do initially escape, but also they have to worry about other humans coming, because they later find out that the colonel, the ones that are above him, they do not agree with his tactics, so they send a massive army to go take him down. And that is the reason why that he was having the apes build a huge wall, because I believe they're all up against the Canadian border, is where I believe that this was taking place at. And then later on they fight off, and then Caesar fights off with everyone else. Woody Harrelson's character dies due to that illness that he was trying to stop, and the only reason he got this illness is because he touched a doll that was of the little girl that they found, because she did get into the camp to give Caesar water and food. So that, and then later on when he found the doll, he touched it. So that's initially how Woody Harrelson's character died, because he touched something of an infected little girl. So then later on, you have where the attack is coming by the other humans, and the apes are escaping. They're also getting attacked by the other humans. And then as soon as that happens, Caesar's about ready to use a huge, massive strike to blow up a tank that is near the wall. And finally, then when that happens, he is shot in an arrow by one of the soldiers that he let live. And as soon as that happens, another ape that they call Donkey, because they always use the apes that are under their command Donkey, because for whatever reason, and then that one got tired of it, he uses a rocket launcher to kill him, and then the other human kills that ape because he disobeyed orders. And then Caesar uses a grenade to blow up the tank, and the entire wall that the apes built just blew up. And then Caesar tries to run, as well as they all try to outvade a massive avalanche, because all the other humans see him and they're going to shoot at them. But then they see an avalanche come, and when the avalanche comes, it massively takes out the entire base, as well as all the other soldiers. And Caesar and the rest of his cohorts have to go up the tree to survive. They initially survive, and then they go through the desert into their new home, and it's about to end. And spoilers, guys, if you guys have not seen this, Caesar apparently dies. Caesar has now been killed. He has led his apes to a better beginning, to a better home, and Maurice tells him that his son will know who he is. All the other apes will know who he is, who he was, what he stood for, and they will make sure his memory and his legacy and what he stood for stays alive. So that's how it ends. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was a great addition to the Planet of the Apes franchise. Hope you guys did too. If you did, leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hashtag notification squad. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie in the comments down below. Also, follow me down my Instagram and my Twitter down in the description below as well. Hope you guys again did enjoy this video. I love doing these videos for you guys. If you like me talking about movies or me giving my movie review, please let me know in the comments down below as well. I don't do a whole bunch anymore because I've been way behind on movies. And then sometimes I don't decide to make another movie review. Sometimes I know I've been talking about other movies such as Jeepers Creepers. I know you guys have been liking that, as well as some other videos. So if you guys like them, I'll keep making them. Just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll keep making them for you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.